Welcome back to our Brazil series, episode 6. I'm just over here getting these apples to the production. We did start it, and we ran out. It's time we get some more apples in here. We'll get to see what our apple juice, I guess is what it is, turns out to look like. I think, let's double check on this production. Did this one get done or not? It's really close. There's 3,000 liters left. Yeah, apple storing. Juice production, apple juice. And I think it probably won't spawn till, well, 1,000 or 2,000 is what I would guess. And we got a little ways yet before we get there. So 5 apples gives you 4 apple juice. We will get some grape juice as well. And I suppose we could do raisins at some point. Why not? The greenhouse here is still producing. We'll let that keep at it. What we're going to do in this episode, we're going to get the building materials for our garage, because we got to get that going. I was thinking about putting up some hedges, yeah, some good, like, fence hedges. Maybe along the fence or something. I really want it to look rich. Then we should maybe start thinking about kind of what we're going to do next. We were going to pursue that poplar or not. I suppose we could take a little tour around the map and see what there is for productions. Or in the map production menu, we can check that out. Let's see if there's a direction we want to go. I think it'd be kind of fun to do something new and exciting. I know that there was some bridges you could build, but I don't know if we'll do that depending on if we'd need access across that bridge or not. There's actually a couple buildable bridges if you give them the materials that'll get built. It's kind of a cool idea. But if it takes as long as it took our house, that could be ugly. Alright, last 2. We'll let this have an adder. Excellent. Alright, what do we need for materials for our shed? I hope this is a good spot. This should be alright. So we're gonna need some cement bags, which we had some left over. So we'll grab that pallet, and then we need some castle stones. 2,000 liters. I never did castle stones, so we'll take a look at that. Just pop into the truck, a Mercedes, and let's head on down to the warehouse. Alright, castle stones. What do those look like? Maybe they're just stones. Is it not in here? Okay, this is from the Highlands Fishing expansion. This is the one we have. I'm wondering if we can't get those. There's another store we could check over here. Building materials store. Castle stones. Come on. Yeah, it's not in here. So, that's not good. I wonder if I can... Is there nowhere else to buy? Oh, this must be where you can deliver, like, gas. It might be cool. Let me see. Does this show... What is this tip station? Is it gas? Ethanol point of sale. That's something I was thinking about doing, was like we could do some... set up like a oil business or something. Might go on the mod hub and look for something like that. Vehicle shop, agricultural... Okay, yeah, we are out of luck. So now the question is, can I spawn one in via the dev menu? Pallet. We want... Here it is, castle stones. We'll do it this way. I hate to do it this way, but... there's nothing else we can do. It's either that or rip it down, and it's like, well... Let's not do that if we don't have to. We did pay enough anyway. for all of our house and all that, so I think we can get donated a couple pallets of castle stones. I don't think that would be the end of the world. So I guess we'll just grab this. We're probably gonna need planks though too, that's why I'm wondering, but let's go in that let me check the build menu real quick, see what it needs. So there's some, these are wood beams, cement, I think it needs some brick, that brick, oh that's the castle stones. The other thing is the shingles then, roof shingles, red. Let's get a pallet of long planks, or maybe 2. I'm just taking a guess. I'm just trying to save us some time of having to come back here. We'll put the planks in the trailer. And we'll put this up here on the truck. And we'll probably just get, let's just get a couple pallets of long planks. I don't know if we need more or not. But like I said, I really want the storage to have some stuff so it can keep going. I wish it would tell you everything it needs so you could just bring it. Most likely we are going to need more, but this will definitely get it started. Yeah, we may just, we gotta explore our options on our next production. I think it'd be very cool to do something out of the ordinary. And there was that oil production in the mod hub. But we can see what's on the map for ethanol. Oh, what's this? Is a truck turning on our road? No. Like, that was the first time I'm gonna see somebody go on that back dirt road. That would've blew my mind. Never seen a truck go on there before. Wow, this is looking really nice. Oh, yeah, the driveway's down here. It should take these two. Yes, excellent. And then we were going to spawn in castle stones. We need, I guess we don't know how many yet. Castle stones, add pallets. Let's do 1. There we go. Yeah, so this is just for the new map that they have. How big is this pallet? So yeah, we're gonna need 2 of these. So there's 2. These stones are way too heavy. Let's go ahead and grab our forklift and we'll put these in the trigger. Castle stones, there they go. Perfect. Yeah, I suppose the modder for this map would have to somehow add these to the stores, which is kind of weird because you think they'd be in there already. Alright, how does that look? So castle stones, 2,000. We got our planks, we got the cement bags. Like I said, we're gonna need shingles, but that'll be last. I guess we'll see how this comes out. And then, we'll add it to it as we need it. Ah, look at that! We got some apple juice. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. It's almost like canola oil, kind of. The, packaging. But it is custom, I like that. Apple juice. Yeah, you can't, I can't really read it. It just looks like just apples on the side. But that's nice, another product. Now the question is, will it stack more than that? That says it's 1,000 liters. It probably won't. That's probably it. It probably won't double stack. It's actually sticking out of the top. It'd be stupid to double stack that. But we are still running. Can't remember if these bottles were here or not. Maybe those appeared after we got some put out. Okay, I wanted to take a look at those hedges. I think they're under the... yeah, the fences. Are they under fences? I think they came with a Fishing Highlands update. Yeah, these are the Fishing Highland ones, and these are also the Fishing Highlands ones. Those might look a little bit better than these fake ones. Because if we put some of these... yeah, that almost looks too fake. But these... and we could switch the... like the segment type. What else do they have here? 7 out of them? Fence. Oh, it goes with the fence. Even something like that would give it a little more... higher, lower. I think we'll do lower here. I like that. Right there. Might be a little close to that armrest on that chair, but I think we'll go with that. I like that. Still trying to figure out what we're going to do over here. I imagine we'll do some kind of a shed, I think. It just depends on what route we go for productions. Let's see. I guess that's coming through this fence a little bit, ain't it? Maybe we should put one over here. It wants to snap to that other spot. Let's start. Can we start down here? No, it wants to snap to. Here's a mod. So this is a different actual placeable. They got 3 different types. We go higher with this one. How's that? Kind of what rich people do, right? Probably should have went a little farther this way. There we go. Not too bad. Should have went, maybe we should take a look on the mod hub and see if there's like a pool too. I would like to have an underground pool, but I don't think we'd find one on there. Yeah, we can add more decorations in as we go. And then I want to look at that oil mod too. Well, let's double check on this map and see if there's any productions that are like that. I guess we could easily go to production available. There's biogas, brick factory. So this, let's visit this once, because what does this require? So we would have to supply the tools, the pallets, sand. That is interesting. So there's got to be something on here for sand. Furniture. Cement factory. So to get cement, you have to put in dirt, lime, pallets, tools, and mining equipment. There's actually, yeah, some decent productions on here that'd be kind of fun to get into, I think. This is like your standard dairy, I guess. Food factory. Pretty standard. Limestone production. So lime, to get lime, you got to put stones in. Sugar mill. So here's the ethanol. So you have to basically, it's like a sugar cane. So you put sugar cane in with your tools, and then you're going to get ethanol, straw, and digestate. Where is this at? So we are... okay, so farm's here, and we are down here. How much does this cost? 2 million for that sugar. Oh my god, that is like ridiculous. We didn't even come into Brazil with that much. Holy cow. Is that the only point? There's some... Take a look here and see if there's anything... They got the trucks here. Yeah, they put some random sugarcane in. That's kind of cool. So you'd have to dump your sugarcane here. And then... Yeah, they must come out over here. It's so hard to tell. But where does the ethanol go? Gotta be a tank, right? Somewhere where there's a tank. That must be the straw. So here's the digestate, I assume. So where is ethanol? Yeah, I'm not absolutely sure where you'd load the ethanol. You'd think it'd be by the one of these tanks, and I don't see anything, you know, where you'd get it. That'd be nice if you were going to do that, to have it right by the field. Although, like I said, we're not too far away from our farm area down there either. That's probably out of the question. Anyway, what else did we have? Yeah, for that price, it'd be cool to do ethanol. There's a limestone production, and then the cement factory. Like, where do you get the dirt from? Limestone. So is this down in the... This must be the mine. It's foggy down here. Yeah, how much does this cost? It's probably ungodly too. Yeah, 2 million. These are kind of shattering my dreams. We really can't afford that. We could take out a loan and get swamped, but... Oh, she is foggy down here. Yeah, we are down in the... Here's some dirt, I think. Let me get up there once. Question is, could we just steal it? Could we get a loader and just grab this? Or does it actually have to, like, buy the area, you know? Couldn't really test that. Then there's this. This must be the loading station for it, right? Is there one over here, too? That's our dirt. Yeah, there's one over there. I assume you have to fill it right here. Or is that where the lime would come? There's so many questions. And until you purchase it and try it, you don't really know. Oh, that's cool. Bulldozer driving. Cement factory, lime, dirt. Cement bags. What does this cost? 300,000, so that's a little more doable. But the cement factory is kind of boring in comparison to the other two, it feels like. Yeah, it's right up here, close to the mine. Brick factory's 850,000. And that's about it for the kind of like the unique. Or we could just take a chance and take a loan out and go crazy. But I feel like we would be bad at debt. Let's pop on the mod hub. And I want to go look at that oil production on there quick. So we got crude oil production right here. This is the one I was looking at. Process it into various products. Oil well. So this oil well pump is 100,000. We could start small and then go big. Let's take a look at the pictures. It'd be cool to put some of these oil pumps up. We would have to probably get an oil tanker, or I guess if we put them out in barrels. Because like I said, we could start out small and then kind of grow up. That must be the selling point. Oil. let's yeah, until we kind of know the process of it, it's going to be kind of hard, I think, to know. We could start off with a small sail, and then we can build our oil tycoon. Let's install this. I'm hoping it's a decent, like, economy, and obviously we don't want to get too wealthy too quickly. Okay, let's check these out in the build menu. I think if we were going to do it, we'll probably do it over here. So, can we do, would it be under factories? It must be under factories, right? For oil. Okay, so here is, yeah, these are it right here. Right after our juice production. So here's a oil well pump. So this will bring out in barrels 100,000. That's almost probably good because then you could pump it right away and then sell it. We don't have to really put too much money into refining it. This one is, well, it's just a bigger pump and then it puts it out in, well, you have to use a tanker for that one to pick it up. It's quite expensive. Here's the refinery. So here's a small and a big. So we could put, we got oil in, and then we could do paraffin, kerosene, motor oil, diesel fuel, or a bearing grease. That's kind of interesting. And that's actually pretty cheap. And then obviously the medium refinery will put out bigger, or I suppose more. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Then we need a selling point, which will be over here. So it looks like you can sell more than just the oil here. Will it scroll for us? We'll see if the bearing grease and all that should be all in there. Because where else would you go with it? There's some of them. Ethanol. Oh, they got everything, don't they? Could sell our watermelons over here. Bearing grease, there it is. Yeah, we should be in good shape. I think that would be interesting. I think that's what we'll do. Crude oil sale point. So this is like where you'd have the big tanker. You'd take it to this. It's kind of weird, but I guess that would work, right? I'm just curious, if we go into our sale menu, prices, and then we've looked up bearing grease, like, is there only, yeah, there's no selling points. And then the barrels, crude oil, yeah, there's nothing here either. I think that's a good thing we should start with, is doing the crude oil production. What is on this field currently? Currently have red beets. And the rows, like I said, are the wrong way. At least, I guess it's a pretty square field. You could go either way, but I would go this way if it was up to me. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's buy it so we can get going on our next production. If we have to take some loan money out, we will. But I think this should be right close to the farm. And then we will... Let's see, we want to put the well down. I don't know what it's going to do on the angle. Let's see. How do we want this to look? Because we could put more than one pump down. I don't know how long it'll take to produce this. Probably make more sense if we had the sale shop on the corner here. So we could just, I don't know, put it down here. Would we go that way or should we go this way? I think I like this way better. What happens if we put it down? We can always sell and get some money back. Okay, so it's going to dig into the ground.
on like a river wide. Fields of gold on the other side. Plant the dream, watch it grow. One small step, one long road. Rain taps soft on the old tin roof. Dreams grow wild under weathered boots. Calloused hands make the sweetest proof.
Let's take a look here. I don't want to get too carried away. Obviously, I want to do a lot more decorating. There was just so many questions because I was trying to figure out why there's a dump area right here. I'm hoping this all works right. Let's check out the production itself. So we got crude oil. Okay, so we got to bring in empty oil barrel. Empty oil barrel. So where do we get the oil barrels? Do we just... So they got the crude oil in here. I'm trying to look and see if there's like a... Because obviously it's a commodity. You should be able to buy it, right? An empty oil barrel. They got the regular barrels. I'm pretty sure that's not what we're looking for. Okay, none there. We'll check up... What's this one? Building materials. That's the back of it. We want this one. This is the problem when you start a, well, when a mod's not into the map and you're trying to figure it out. It does take a little bit to get the hang of it. And I don't think we're going to find it, to be honest, because we didn't find the other stuff, or the castle stones. Oh, we could probably check the store, I suppose. Duh. Gotta be in there, right? I think if we could just, yeah, click in here. There it is, yeah. Oh, still getting used to everything, folks. So, crude oil is stored in these barrels. Buy it and take it to the well pump to produce oil. So it costs us 20 bucks for a barrel. And they also have these in here to haul oil as well. Let's buy one and see. I guess there's no pallet. I mean, we really wouldn't need a pallet. I suppose we could pick them up, right? There it is. Yeah, and we can pick it up. Look at that. Does it make a noise? No. That would have been cool if it did. I really like the look on that, though. That's a nice rusted out. It's a little skinny, I think, but maybe that's how they're supposed to be. Nonetheless, let's go get the truck. We'll have to load this up. It's fine. How's our building doing? They're still on the case. I guess we'll just load as much as we can on there. 20 bucks for a barrel ain't too bad. Yeah, we're gonna get a better entrance here. Probably get a fence around it. Kind of a little iffy on that sale point being there, but start a small business. That's what you do. I wonder if we should just like load the whole trailer like completely, like crazy. Yeah, because we could actually get a bunch, couldn't we? I kind of like the idea of doing this by hand in a way. It did show a pallet though on that one icon. Let's see what happens if we... There's none here though, it's just this one. So I don't know where the pallet came. They must have randomly just stacked them on a pallet. You only can buy one at a time though, that's what's interesting. So we'll do a bunch here. Holy moly, look at all those. I think we're gonna go with that. And I was thinking a little bit as I was loading these, I think what happens is it'll put them out on a pallet when we get the final oil. from the production, and they'll spawn on a pallet, and then you can sell them off the pallet. If this is a smashing success, and I hope it is, like it makes good money, we'll start working our way towards the one of those other productions on the map. It'd be kind of cool to get to experience those, but like I said, at $2 million, that's crazy. But if we like get insane amount of money for this, yeah, we'll go that direction. Even if, I mean, if we have to take a small loan out, so be it. But we'll see how this goes, and we know the apples can make a lot of money if we feed that. We still have grapes to do yet. I have the right of way, buddy. Look at that. Yeah, well, like I said, we're going to get this built up very nicely to make it look realistic. Probably get a wider road in. Alright, we'll get her supplied. And then we'll get her running. We gotta be right up on it. Come on, don't be shy. Make those barrels. Take them, you know you want them. And they're not taking them. There they go. Is it that slow? Like it was just taking them slowly at a time. Are they populating on the thing? Maybe they can only have 4 in there at a time, huh? Let's take a look. Empty barrels. No, it can have 15,000 liters. There we go. Yeah, they're too high up in the air. Which could be an issue down the road. Because certainly if we start getting crazy production going, this could be a lot of work by hand like this. In the beginning it don't matter so much, but... Okay, that's interesting. Is that all? Why did it stop? There's no way. There's no way that's full. Empty oil barrel. Can hold 15,000. We're at 1,600. I'm confused on that. It looks like it does populate under there, though. I'm not absolutely sure. I wasn't paying that good of attention. There's plenty of room. Let's go ahead and we'll start that up. Cycles per month, 72. Yeah. I think... Is it gonna pump? Does it actually pump? That doesn't look like it. Oh no. They could have animated that. That would have been cool. I hear noise. Crude oil. We're so up to 32. We'll have to see how this goes. And then the outputs, we're storing, so it should store. Not exactly sure where the pallets spawn. It's gotta spawn somewhere, though. Hopefully we didn't put anything down in the trigger. Guess we'll find out. Alright, we're gonna leave it there for today's episode. It's kind of exciting. New production. I've never done this before. This is in the mod hub. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, we'll build it up. Maybe it'll be a oil tycoon. And maybe we'll start, like I said, working towards some of the other stuff on the map. That'll be kind of exciting to try that out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.